What if kidney disease is not a one-way road to dialysis? What if your kidneys could heal themselves when given the right support? Duncan Capicchiano and Fiona Chin, both naturopaths from Melbourne, Australia, developed a revolutionary natural protocol that challenges everything conventional medicine tells kidney disease patients. Their journey began when Fiona's grandmother was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney disease, and doctors offered only one option: dialysis. Refusing to accept this fate, they spent months researching peer-reviewed journals, clinical trials, and medical literature. What they discovered transformed not only Fiona's grandmother's condition, but has since helped over 25,000 people improve their kidney function naturally. The crisis that conventional medicine ignores. Your kidneys are two fist-sized organs performing over 400 functions daily. They filter approximately 200 quarts of blood every 24 hours, removing waste products, balancing electrolytes, regulating blood pressure, and producing hormones essential for red blood cell production. When kidney function drops below 60%, toxic waste accumulates in your bloodstream, creating a cascade of health problems that affect every organ system. Conventional medicine typically focuses on slowing progression through medications and dietary restrictions. Patients are told their condition is irreversible, that they should prepare for dialysis or transplant. This approach misses a fundamental truth that Capicchiano and Chin discovered through their research. Kidneys possess remarkable regenerative capacity when inflammation is reduced and the proper nutritional environment is created. Dr. Joel Foreman, a family physician who has treated over 10,000 patients with chronic diseases using nutrient-dense protocols, documented that patients with kidney disease who transition to plant-based diets experience significant reductions in proteinuria and slower disease progression. His clinical data shows measurable improvements in kidney function markers when patients eliminate acid-forming foods and focus on alkaline nutrition. Sarah was told at stage 3 kidney disease that her creatinine levels of 2.6 milligrams per deciliter meant inevitable decline toward dialysis. Her energy had vanished, her ankles swelled constantly, and she felt trapped watching her future narrow to medical appointments. Traditional treatment offered ACE inhibitors and severe dietary restrictions that left her feeling deprived and hopeless. After discovering the natural protocol and implementing the alkaline diet approach, her creatinine dropped to 1.8 within 5 months, and her glomerular filtration rate climbed from 32 to 46%. Her nephrologist called it highly unusual and wanted to know what she had changed. Understanding the acid-load connection. The foundation of Capicchiano and Chin's approach rests on understanding potential renal acid load, abbreviated as PRIL. Every food you consume either creates an acidic or alkaline environment in your body after metabolism. Animal proteins, dairy products, grains, and processed foods generate acid that your kidneys must neutralize and eliminate. When kidneys are already damaged, this acid burden accelerates their decline. Plant-based foods, particularly vegetables and most fruits, create an alkaline environment that reduces the workload on compromised kidneys. This is not about trendy alkaline water claims or pseudoscience. This is about documented biochemistry that has been studied in major research institutions worldwide. Dr. Thomas Remmer from the Research Institute of Child Nutrition in Germany pioneered PRAL research, creating extensive databases that calculate the acid load of thousands of foods. His research demonstrates that modern Western diets create chronic, low-grade metabolic acidosis that damages kidney function over time. Studies published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology show that reducing dietary acid load slows kidney disease progression and reduces mortality risk in patients with chronic kidney disease. A man named Robert loved his meat-heavy diet and could not imagine giving up his favorite foods. At stage 3B kidney disease, his doctor gave him a list of foods to avoid, but no clear guidance on what to eat. He felt confused and frustrated. When he learned about PRAL and began focusing on LACID plant foods, something shifted. He was not thinking about restriction anymore. He was thinking about nourishment. His body responded within weeks. The constant fatigue lifted. The brain fog cleared, and his next blood test showed his creatinine dropping for the first time in 2 years. The plant-based nutrition protocol. Capicchiano and Chin emphasize that transitioning to plant-based nutrition does not mean eating bland, boring meals. Their program includes a comprehensive cookbook with recipes designed to be delicious while supporting kidney healing. The focus is on colorful vegetables, leafy greens, berries, seeds, and properly prepared legumes. These foods provide essential nutrients while creating minimal acid load. Protein needs are met through plant sources like hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, quinoa, and beans that have been soaked or sprouted to reduce anti-nutrients. The key is variety and proper preparation methods that maximize nutrient absorption while minimizing substances that can stress kidneys. Dr. Michael Greger, physician and founder of nutritionfacts.org, has analyzed thousands of peer-reviewed studies on plant-based nutrition and kidney disease. His research shows that people following whole food plant-based diets have significantly lower rates of kidney disease. And those with existing kidney disease who switch to plant-based eating show measurable improvements in kidney function markers. His analysis of clinical trials demonstrates that plant proteins do not burden kidneys the way animal proteins do because they generate far less metabolic waste. A woman named Jennifer struggled with protein confusion. Her doctor told her to limit protein to 40 grams daily to protect her kidneys, but she felt weak and lost muscle mass. When she shifted to 60 grams of protein daily from diverse plant sources, her energy returned and her kidney markers actually improved. Her body was not struggling to process the protein anymore because plant proteins created less toxic burden than the animal proteins she had been eating before restriction. The magnesium deficiency that nobody addresses. One of the most overlooked aspects of kidney disease is widespread magnesium deficiency. Capicchiano and Chin discovered through their research that magnesium plays a critical role in kidney function. Yet most kidney disease patients are deficient. Magnesium helps regulate potassium levels, controls blood pressure, reduces inflammation, and supports over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body. When magnesium levels are low, kidneys cannot function optimally. The protocol emphasizes increasing magnesium through foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, and black beans, as well as supplementation when appropriate under professional guidance. Dr. Caroline Dean, medical doctor and naturopath who has written extensively about magnesium, explains that up to 80% of the population is deficient in this critical mineral. Her research shows that magnesium deficiency contributes to kidney stone formation, hypertension, and impaired glucose metabolism, all of which damage kidney function. Magnesium supplementation has been shown in clinical studies to reduce kidney stone recurrence by up to 90% and significantly lower blood pressure in hypertensive patients. A man named James faced dangerously high potassium levels that put him at cardiac risk. His doctor eliminated all high-potassium foods from his diet, leaving him with limited options and constant worry about every meal. When he began supplementing with magnesium glycinate and focusing on balanced mineral intake, his potassium levels stabilized without severe restriction. His kidneys were processing potassium more efficiently because the cellular machinery had the magnesium it needed to function properly. The alkaline water strategy. Drinking alkaline water is a key component of the protocol, but not for the reasons most people think. Capicchiano and Chin explained that naturally alkaline spring water contains minerals that support kidney function and help neutralize metabolic acids. This is not about artificially ionized water or expensive machines. Natural spring water with a pH above 7.5 provides minerals like calcium, magnesium, and bicarbonates that reduce the acid burden on kidneys. The timing and amount of water intake also matter. Drinking smaller amounts throughout the day maintains consistent hydration without overwhelming damaged kidneys. Large volumes consumed at once can actually stress compromised kidney function. Dr. Gerald Pollack from the University of Washington discovered that water exists in a fourth phase beyond solid, liquid, and gas, which he calls EZ water, or exclusion zone water. This structured water has unique properties that improve cellular hydration and function. His research shows that water in contact with hydrophilic surfaces develops a negative charge that helps cells absorb nutrients and eliminate toxins more efficiently. Natural spring water contains this structured water quality that tap water lacks. A woman named Patricia struggled with severe edema at stage 4 kidney disease. Her ankles swelled so badly she could not wear regular shoes, and her doctor kept increasing diuretic medication without improvement. When she switched to natural spring water and began drinking smaller amounts every hour instead of gulping large glasses, her edema reduced dramatically within 3 weeks. Her kidney function markers stabilized, and she regained mobility she thought was gone forever. The blood sugar connection that accelerates damage. Diabetes causes approximately 40% of all kidney disease cases. But even people without diabetes can have blood sugar fluctuations that damage kidneys silently. When glucose levels spike repeatedly, sugar molecules attach to proteins in a process called glycation, creating harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products. These AGEs stiffen blood vessels and damage the delicate filtering structures in kidneys. Capicchiano and Chin emphasize stabilizing blood sugar through low-glycemic plant foods, proper meal timing, and specific nutrients that improve insulin sensitivity. Cinnamon, chromium, alpha-lipoic acid, and bitter melon all demonstrate kidney protective effects by improving glucose metabolism. Dr. Richard Bernstein, an endocrinologist who has lived with type 1 diabetes for over 75 years, pioneered the concept of tight blood sugar control through dietary management. His clinical experience with thousands of diabetic patients shows that maintaining blood glucose levels between 70 and 100 milligrams per deciliter prevents diabetic complications, including nephropathy. His protocol has helped numerous patients with early diabetic kidney disease reverse proteinuria and stabilize GFR through consistent blood sugar management. A woman named Angela had prediabetes and stage 2 kidney disease. Her doctor never connected her blood sugar spikes to kidney damage, focusing only on her kidney markers. Her fasting glucose hovered around 110, which her doctor considered borderline acceptable. When she adopted a low-glycemic plant-based diet and eliminated refined carbohydrates, her fasting glucose dropped to 82. More importantly, her microalbuminuria disappeared completely within 5 months. Her kidneys were no longer being damaged by glucose spikes after every meal. The gut-kidney axis that transforms outcomes. The connection between gut health and kidney function is one of the most revolutionary aspects of this protocol. When gut bacteria are imbalanced, they produce aremic toxins like indoxyl sulfate and picaryl sulfate that travel through the bloodstream directly to the kidneys, accelerating damage. Processed foods, antibiotics, and stress destroy beneficial gut bacteria while allowing harmful species to flourish. Capicchiano and Chin emphasize fermented foods, prebiotic fibers that feed beneficial bacteria, and eliminating processed foods that disrupt the microbiome. When the gut is healed, aremic toxin production drops dramatically, reducing the toxic burden on kidneys. Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride, neurologist and creator of the GAPS protocol, has documented the profound connection between gut health and systemic disease. Her clinical work shows that healing the gut lining and restoring bacterial balance can reverse numerous chronic conditions by reducing toxic load on organs like the kidneys and liver. She emphasizes bone broth, fermented vegetables, and elimination of processed foods as foundational interventions that allow the body to heal naturally. A man named Carlos had unexplained kidney function decline despite following all conventional recommendations. His nephrologist could not understand why his GFR continued dropping when his blood pressure was controlled and he was taking all prescribed medications. Blood tests revealed extremely high levels of indoxyl sulfate, aremic toxin produced by gut bacteria. When he began consuming fermented vegetables daily, taking a high-quality probiotic, and eliminating all processed foods, his aremic toxin levels dropped by 62% within 2 months. His GFR stabilized and then began improving for the first time in years. The toxic burden from his gut had been destroying his kidneys without anyone recognizing it. The stress and lifestyle factors that multiply results. Beyond nutrition, Capicchiano and Chin emphasize lifestyle practices that create an environment for kidney healing. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which constricts blood vessels and reduces kidney blood flow. Sleep deprivation prevents the body from performing essential repair processes that occur during deep sleep. Sedentary behavior allows metabolic waste to accumulate. The protocol includes meditation practices with guided audio sessions. Yoga flows specifically designed for kidney health with renowned yogini Antonella Milo. Stress management techniques that lower cortisol naturally. These are not optional additions. They are essential components that work synergistically with nutrition to create healing. Dr. Herbert Benson from Harvard Medical School pioneered research on the relaxation response, showing that specific relaxation techniques can lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve organ function, including kidney filtration. His studies demonstrate that 20 minutes of relaxation practice daily produces measurable changes in gene expression, turning off genes associated with inflammation and stress while activating genes involved in healing and repair. A man named William had hypertension-related kidney disease. Despite taking 4 blood pressure medications, his blood pressure remained elevated at 155/95, and his kidneys continued declining. He felt stressed constantly about his health, finances, and future. When he began practicing the meditation exercises from the program for 15 minutes twice daily and improved his sleep hygiene, his blood pressure dropped to 128/82 without medication changes. His kidney function stabilized, demonstrating that managing stress was as important as any pharmaceutical intervention his doctor had prescribed. The herbal support that enhances healing. Certain herbs have been used for centuries to support kidney function, and modern research validates their effectiveness. Capicchiano and Chin identify specific herbs that have demonstrated kidney protective effects in clinical studies. Astragalus, a traditional Chinese medicine herb, has been shown to reduce proteinuria and slow kidney disease progression. Rhamania supports kidney yin energy and reduces inflammation. Cordyceps, a medicinal mushroom, improves kidney blood flow and protects against oxidative damage. Nettle leaf acts as a gentle diuretic while providing minerals. These herbs do not work like pharmaceutical drugs with single mechanisms. They contain dozens of active compounds that work synergistically to reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, protect kidney cells, and enhance filtration capacity. Dr. Jill Stansberry, naturopathic physician and herbalist with over 30 years of clinical experience, has published numerous papers on botanical medicine for kidney disease. Her research demonstrates that combining herbs with conventional treatment often produces better outcomes than either approach alone. She emphasizes that herbs must be used appropriately under professional guidance, as some can interact with medications or may not be suitable for advanced kidney disease stages. A woman named Rachel had persistent proteinuria despite taking ACE inhibitor medication for 8 months. Her protein spillage remained above 1.2 grams per day, indicating ongoing kidney damage. Her nephrologist suggested adding immunosuppressive drugs, which carried significant side effects, including increased infection risk. She consulted with a naturopathic physician who recommended astragalus and rhamania based on her specific condition. Within 3 months, her proteinuria dropped to 0.5 grams per day. Her nephrologist was surprised but pleased, noting that the reduction suggested her kidney damage was slowing significantly. The monitoring approach that ensures progress. Capicchiano and Chin emphasize that healing kidney disease naturally requires consistent monitoring and adjustment. Rather than waiting for quarterly doctor appointments to find out if interventions are working, the protocol encourages tracking key biomarkers monthly. Creatinine levels, GFR, blood, urea, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and proteinuria all provide feedback about whether the natural interventions are effective. Keeping a detailed journal of symptoms, energy levels, dietary intake, and stress levels helps identify patterns and personalize the approach further. This active participation transforms patients from passive recipients of medical care into empowered individuals taking charge of their healing. Dr. Michael Murray, naturopathic physician and author of over 30 books on natural medicine, advocates for patient empowerment through education and self-monitoring. His clinical philosophy emphasizes that patients who actively track their health markers and understand their meaning achieve significantly better outcomes than those who passively follow doctor orders without understanding the why behind recommendations. A woman named Dorothy felt helpless watching her kidney function decline over 2 years. She waited 3 months between doctor appointments, never knowing if her dietary changes were helping or if she was wasting her time. When she began tracking her blood pressure daily, monitoring her weight and symptoms weekly, and requesting monthly blood tests from her doctor, she noticed patterns that changed everything. She could see that certain foods caused fluid retention while others improved her energy. Within 6 months of active monitoring and adjusting her protocol based on real-time feedback, her GFR improved from 36 to 49%. She had transformed from a passive patient into an active participant in her own healing journey. The integration with medical care that saves lives. Capicchiano and Chin do not suggest abandoning medical care or stopping prescribed medications without doctor supervision. Their approach advocates for integrating natural methods with conventional treatment. Medications that control blood pressure and reduce proteinuria play important protective roles, especially in advanced disease. The key is addressing root causes through nutrition and lifestyle while using pharmaceuticals strategically to prevent complications during the healing process. Open communication with healthcare providers about natural interventions ensures safety and allows doctors to monitor for medication adjustments as kidney function improves. Dr. Andrew Weil, pioneer of integrative medicine and founder of the Arizona Center for Integrative Medicine, has long advocated for combining the best of conventional and natural medicine. His philosophy recognizes that pharmaceuticals can be life-saving in acute situations and necessary for symptom control, while natural approaches often work better for chronic disease by addressing PHS. Addressing pharmaceuticals cannot touch. A man named Thomas had stage 4 kidney disease with a GFR of 22% and was taking 5 medications, including 2 for blood pressure, 1 for potassium control, and medications for anemia and bone health. His nephrologist was skeptical when Thomas mentioned implementing a natural protocol, warning him not to stop his medications. Thomas assured his doctor he would continue all prescribed medications while adding the dietary and lifestyle changes. Over 8 months, his kidney function improved enough that his doctor was able to reduce 2 medications and lower the doses of others. His nephrologist admitted that while he could not fully explain the improvement, the combination approach was clearly working better than medications alone had been working. The transformation timeline and realistic expectations. Healing kidney disease naturally takes time and unwavering commitment. Most people notice improvements in energy levels, sleep quality, and digestive function within 2 to 4 weeks of starting the protocol. These early changes indicate the body is responding positively. Measurable changes in blood markers typically appear within 8 to 12 weeks, as inflammation reduces and kidney cells begin regenerating. Significant kidney function improvement, measured by GFR and creatinine, may take 6 to 12 months or longer, depending on disease severity, how long the kidneys have been damaged, and how consistently the protocol is followed. Capicchiano and Chin emphasize that this is not a quick fix or magic cure. This is a complete lifestyle transformation that requires dedication, patience, and consistency. The kidneys did not fail overnight, and they will not heal overnight. But with proper support, they can heal. Dr. Dean Ornish, clinical professor at UCSF and founder of the Preventive Medicine Research Institute, has demonstrated through rigorous textual trials that comprehensive lifestyle changes can reverse heart disease, diabetes, and other chronic conditions that conventional medicine considers irreversible. His studies show a dose-response relationship. The more closely patients adhere to lifestyle recommendations, the better their outcomes. Moderate adherence produces moderate results, while excellent adherence produces excellent results. A couple named Mark and Jennifer both implemented the kidney protocol at the same time. Mark followed it meticulously, preparing all his meals according to the cookbook. Taking supplements consistently, practicing meditation daily, and doing the yoga flows every morning. Jennifer made some changes, but frequently returned to old eating habits when stressed, skipped supplements when she forgot, and rarely practiced the stress management techniques. After 1 year, Mark improved his GFR from 41 to 62%, moving from stage 3 to stage 2 kidney disease. His creatinine dropped from 2.3 to 1.5. Jennifer saw minimal improvement, her GFR hovering around 43% with creatinine remaining stable but not improving. The difference was not the protocol itself, but the consistency of implementation. Mark proved that dedication produces results. The origin story that inspired thousands. The entire program emerged from a personal crisis that became a mission. When Fiona's grandmother, whom they lovingly called Nana, was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney disease, doctors presented dialysis as the only option. The family watched as Nana's energy disappeared, her appetite vanished, and her spirit dimmed. Fiona and Duncan refused to accept that there was no other path, spent countless hours in medical libraries, reading peer-reviewed journals, studying traditional medicine systems, and connecting dots that conventional medicine had missed. What they discovered was that kidneys can heal when inflammation is reduced, acid load is minimized, and proper nutritional support is provided. They created a protocol specifically for Nana, combining everything they learned. Within months, Nana's kidney function improved to the point where dialysis was no longer necessary. The transformation was so remarkable that they knew they had to share this information with others facing the same devastating diagnosis. Since launching the program in 2008, over 25,000 people have used this protocol to improve their kidney function, with many avoiding dialysis and transplant entirely. The testimonials pour in from around the world, from people who were told they had no options, from families who refused to give up hope, from individuals who decided to fight for their health using nature's wisdom combined with modern science. This is not theoretical. This is proven through thousands of real people who implemented these principles and experienced measurable results documented by their own doctors. Moving forward with hope and action. Kidney disease does not have to be a death sentence, leading inevitably to dialysis. Your kidneys possess extraordinary regenerative capacity. When inflammation is reduced, metabolic acids are neutralized, and proper nutritional support is provided. Every meal you eat, every glass of water you drink, every moment of stress or relaxation sends signals to your kidneys about whether to break down or build up. By implementing the principles in this protocol consistently, you create an environment where healing becomes not just possible, but probable. The question facing you now is not whether natural approaches can help kidney disease. The evidence from thousands of people and decades of research is overwhelming. The question is whether you will take action today. Will you continue down the conventional path that offers only symptom management and eventual dialysis? Or will you give your kidneys the alkaline nutrition, mineral support, stress management, and herbal assistance they need to regenerate? The choice is yours, and your kidneys are waiting for you to provide what they need to heal. Thank you for watching this summary of the kidney disease solution by Duncan Capicchiano and Fiona Chin. If this information resonated with you and you are ready to take control of your kidney health, please subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based book summaries that can transform your life. Visit our channel for the complete, detailed summary of the kidney disease solution and discover other life-changing books on natural health and healing. Your journey to kidney restoration begins with a single decision to act. Make that decision today.